Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by Tap and Barrel Grill, the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Baldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, with loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping with news that's jaw dropping. They're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke, from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening, if you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and ride of lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater, you better just let it go when all coming attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Welcome to episode 199 of Sports on Tap Detroit, alongside Joe Waddell. I am Chris Scott. Hey, man.
Hey.
The show after the Super Bowl is going to be show 200.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we've done all right.
Yeah. And that's of this iteration of it, right? That's
Yes,
this
that is
version.
definitely of this
Well,
iteration.
we've done. I'd say at this point in time, we've probably done. What 400 episodes?
It's in that ballpark.
Based on the other versions of this and the other media platforms where you put it out there. I'd say 400.
It's definitely in that ballpark. I got to say, yeah. So I think we've done all right for ourselves. But, we continue to do it because we enjoy doing it. It's fun.
It's a good time.
It is. There are certain times, though, where it's just kind of like...
Yeah, sometimes it's
Yeah,
not. But
it's
it is a good time. And
Yeah.
I was even telling you before we went on, I was like, if my daughter didn't have her first swim meet on Friday, I probably would have been like, dude, like let's do this Friday.
Yeah, you kind of got to be there for that one.
Yeah,
That's kind of important.
But I got to be there for that. I want to be there for that. But
Yes.
there's times where it's life gets you kind of tired and beat down a little bit, and you're like, man, all right. But once I'm here and
Let's
we
go
start
time,
we
yeah.
start talking,
Right.
like I'm in, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting to this point,
No, I'm with you 100%.
And I think
so.
it's at your house, and I think even you have a hard time getting to that point, even in your own home,
like
right?
sometimes it's I get home from work and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay here and
I
chill
just
with my
want to
dogs
lay down and chill with my dogs, and
watch hockey or whatever's
Yeah.
on. But but once you get going and it's like, okay, it's go time. Let's do this. So,
yeah.
That said, apparently there's a big football game coming up this weekend.
Yeah, I've heard we're
Are
not
we allowed to use those words?
I've heard we're not allowed to say the words together.
Okay.
You're not allowed to use them together.
A Super Football Bowl?
So
Can we use that?
the fucking bowl,
That's super.
the super fucking bowl.
What is it? Don't bowl your super your bowl?
Yeah,
Is that how that works?
don't Super bowl your super.
I like, yes, there you go. So that's what we got to call it
Yeah,
now.
the
The
big-
bowl super.
The bowl super.
The bowl super. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sued by Roger Goodell and his goons. So.
Yeah, nope. We're talking about the bowl super, and we might even touch on the games that led up to the bowl super.
Yeah, we should probably do that
could.
before we actually get into the game itself. The NFC and AFC championship games. Now, the NFC championship game, that was actually a fun watch.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that game. Two good teams going at it, division rivals. Both QBs played exceptionally well.
Yes.
That was like kind of like back in the day when it was like Dallas, San Francisco, like that was quote the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I don't think it was quite to that level, but I think that's how we wanted both championship games to go.
Yes.
I
I
think those
kind
are
of-
the right two teams to play in that game, in the NFC championship game. I think they were probably the better team, the best team all the way around throughout the
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
think
agree?
so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to ask most football fans, respectively, like, all right, which two teams were really the best throughout the season? Honestly, I think it came down to that.
I think it did, and I think that game. I think that the game was played in LA. I think LA wins. but it was played in Seattle, so Seattle won. Like, I think that's how close that game actually was.
Yeah.
I think it really did come down to home field advantage. But again, we got good games, and people want to bag on Stafford. I'm like, for what? Look at what he did.
Yeah,
Stop
the
it.
dude had probably his best season of his career.
Right, and then Sam Darnold had like the best game of his career.
Yes.
Yes. It's like, okay, that's the Sam Darnold that the Jets thought they were drafting.
Yes, that's the Sam Darnold before he started seeing ghosts.
Yes,
but then saw ghosts, and now not seeing ghosts.
apparently
again.
not. But
At least not right now.
right,
But so being and I was never the biggest Sam Darnold fan, right?
No.
But being a Sam Darnold detractor or a Sam Darnold non-believer, right? Has he done enough at this point in big games to say, all right, maybe I got to take that. Maybe we got to take that can't play in big games, can't win big games label away from him.
No.
At this point yet?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Because if he goes out and shits the bed on Sunday,
Yeah.
it's still there. It is. It's still there. It's kind of like the Lions, right? Like the SOL thing, right?
Yeah.
It was like, all right, you did this, but you still had the tag, right? And then they did it again. It's like, okay, fine, we can get rid of this SOL thing,
Yeah.
whatever. But that's the thing with the Lions now; it's kind of back a little bit.
A little bit. With Sam, so I'm going to say, and maybe because I wasn't as big a detractor, I will say that for me, I'm taking that label away from him personally.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen enough last season and this season. Now, again, last season didn't end in a Super Bowl for him in Minnesota, but he played unbelievably well last year.
What a disaster that situation is.
Well, and you look at it, right? And so you look at what he was able to do with that team last year.
Yeah.
And they haven't recovered from losing him.
No.
It's not like he was just a schlub in Minnesota, right? Nobody else can replicate what he did.
No.
So, and then in Seattle,
And they kind of fired their GM because of it.
because of it,
I guess. Like
Kind
they
of.
needed a. Like I saw online that it was because he took 2 weeks off for paternity leave.
I heard it was because he was black.
Well, probably that too.
I heard that from Jameel Hill, though.
Oh, of course, yeah. Or Ryan Clark.
Yeah, I didn't hear from Ryan Clark yet, but
shocking.
Jameel Hill said some things
Yeah,
about
fair enough.
he would have gotten more chances if he wasn't black.
Exactly right. But I did read that it was kind of in part to that he took off 2 weeks for paternity leave. I'm just
Right.
like, that's absurd.
Yeah,
That's flat out absurd. Like, a lot of these coaches are like, I only get to the dude who coaches the Seahawks. He's like, I only get to see my kid 30 minutes a week. I'm like, that's fucking dumb,
Dude,
That's not a flex, man.
bro. When I heard that,
That's not a flex,
to me, I went, then I wouldn't be doing that job.
right? That's not a
Like
flex, man.
I wouldn't.
That's why when I saw that I tweeted about it. I said he was like to his assistant coaches. He goes, if you miss this or this for your kids, I'll fire you.
Right.
No, that's not how we do things here.
Yeah.
And that dude went on to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in the office 24/7, man. You just don't.
Right. Well, and again, I can relate it to my personal situation, right? There's a lot of places that you'd work where they don't give a shit about your home life.
No.
Like, you got to live the place, you got to be there when it's like, my boss literally tells me he will punch me in the face
Yeah.
if I miss something of my kids because I'm working late or staying at work or doing something. Absolutely not. That is not a thing. It's you're gonna make it to your kid's stuff, and the work will fall in between there somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to make it to your kid's stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I was like, man, I
I couldn't believe it when I heard that. I'm just like,
and you're right. He almost said it as a flex.
Right.
It was
I'm
almost
like,
like I only see my kid for a half an hour every week.
yeah, this is not the flex you think it is, man. It's
No.
actually kind of pathetic. It really is.
And I'm sorry, you can't tell me that. Dude, football's a game, okay? It's a business,
Yep.
right? And it's a job, it's a career for these guys. But again, it's a job, a career, and a business, but it's also a game. You can't tell me you have to spend every waking moment of every waking day living and talking football for it
No.
to be a success. You have families, you have other things. You can't tell me you can't mix that in there.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Not only that, but you don't have to quote go into the office to do your job, right? There's this thing, these computers are crazy.
it's wild.
It's wild, right?
It's wild.
So you could have your kid with you, which I think it's a newborn or infant, right? I think so.
I think
Or is
no.
he-
I'm trying to remember. I think I think his kid's a toddler.
All right,
So like,
fair enough.
Yeah.
So you can have your child with you while you're watching whatever it is you need to watch. You're
Yes.
spending time with your child, but you're also doing your job. I know it's not the most ideal circumstance, but you're still spending time with your child. You're not just basically, I only see my kid for 30 minutes a week, which again is actually kind of pathetic.
It
if
is.
You think about it.
It is. I have left work with the thought and the idea behind that is that I can do work from home.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff I can do from home. So if I hit a point in my day where I want to get home to my kid, if I have more work to do, I will take that work home with me, which is basically just taking my computer home with me, which I do every day.
Right.
And I can sit on the couch and do some computer work. But again, my daughter's there with me. I'm there with her. Either she's next to me reading a book, watching a show, playing a video game, or even if I'm just in the house and she's in her room talking to her cousins. At least I'm there. I'm there with her. I'm present. You can't tell me you can't see your kid more than
No.
30 minutes in a week.
I laughed when I saw
for
that. I was like,
football.
oh my god, seriously. But so, anyways, getting back to the actual games itself, we kind of talked about it before the season even started, about especially out of the NFC West. It's like maybe look out for Seattle. They might be legit, especially with that defense.
I mean, that was a wicked division, man.
It really was. If
That
you
was
look at
that
it,
was a
yeah.
juggernaut of a division.
It really was. So to get out of that, not only to win that division, but to march all the way to the Super Bowl is very impressive for what they did, especially kind of coming off the season that they had last year. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
No, and Sam Darnold made the difference.
And you know, everybody trashing. Oh, I can't believe they got rid of Geno. Wow, they're bringing in Sam Darnold. He sees ghosts and all this. It's like, well, I mean, was he going to be any worse than Geno was?
No,
Right, exactly.
And listen, we liked the resurgence of Geno, right? I mean,
Yeah,
but again,
being as we didn't even know he was still in the league.
well, some of us didn't.
I didn't. I had no idea.
Some of us didn't know that. But you're right. You really did.
I'm like, wait,
That
he's
was-
still in the league?
Yeah. That was probably the best part of the resurgence of
It
Geno
was.
you going, wait a second, he's still around?
The worst part is that we never marketed those shirts to make money
Yeah,
off of.
it's not delivery, it's the Geno. Yeah, I know.
Totally should have done that.
Yeah, we missed out on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Next time we come up with a really great slogan like that, we need to just take it to market right away.
Done. Yep.
But yeah, like Sam Darnold has actually elevated that team.
He has. Yeah. Because I think
I
now
would
that-
have never thought I'd have said that.
Because I think now they have a quarterback that they know, like, all right, he can help us win. We're not losing because of him, but we're not winning in spite of him, you know.
Right.
And I think that's been a big pickup. And then especially you got that defense is just really good. So-
The defense is really good.
But I thought it was all sign stealing, right? You know,
Yes,
the guy
yeah.
That's, the guy that's running the show.
Yeah,
in
all of it.
Seattle. It's
Yeah.
sign stealing.
All of
That's
it.
what I was told.
Yep.
Anyways, moving on to the NFC or the AFC Championship game.
Talk about two more good defenses.
Yeah, two good defenses. That was literally a tale of two different games because the first half, no weather.
Yeah.
Second half, blizzard.
Yep.
It's like, and again, and I've said this over multiple shows now, take the fucking points, dude. But I love that it happened to Sean Payton because he's a fucking dick. I love that those 3 points basically cost you the game. Like,
Yeah.
you knew the weather was coming. You knew it. And you still said, nope, I'm the smartest dude in this fucking stadium. I'm going to go for it. Instead of just taking the points. You take the points. I mean, the worst comes, you're going to overtime
Right.
in shitty weather.
And let's face it, they were dealt a shit hand because their quarterback, literally the second to last play before the last game,
Yeah.
is now out for the season because he broke his ankle, and you're playing with Jared Stidham,
Oof. He had that one great throw,
and then everything else.
and then
was
everything
just-
else was garbage.
But it's like, and you look at the Patriots, and I can't blame people for wanting to dog the Patriots,
No.
right? Because like you barely won by 3 points to a team that lost their starting quarterback and was playing a backup. But here's the thing, right? Is they still didn't play poorly.
No.
Their defense played well, and again, it was against Stidham, but still played well.
Against Jason Statham.
Yeah. And it was Jason Statham, a new career.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm Jason Statham.
He's not Australian.
Jason Statham.
He's not Australian.
No, he's what is he British? Yeah, he's British, right?
Yeah, he sounded like Australian there.
Oh, did I? My
a little
bad.
bit.
Jason Statham.
No. No.
Yeah.
Just knock that off.
I'm the beekeeper.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, it's terrible.
Yeah. So anyway, but they again, they didn't play poorly.
No.
You would have expected a little bit more out of them against
Right.
Statham, but they won. They did what they had to do to
They
win.
did, but you're looking at the Broncos offense, like anytime they got the ball, and you're like, they're never going to score.
No.
Especially when the weather turned. You can play this game for another 5 hours. They're not going to score.
No.
With that guy, no.
No.
It just wasn't going to happen. And now, obviously, people are, like looking at the Patriots and their road to get to the Super Bowl. I think there's slightly some merit to it.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, you played Justin Herbert, who is just, let's face it, he's been god-awful in the playoffs, behind one of the worst offensive lines possibly in the league.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you play the Texans, they got a good defense. But again, their offensive line, not great.
That's to say it mildly. Yeah.
And C.J. Stroud has basically forgotten how to play football because he almost killed a guy.
Yeah. In his mind.
In his mind,
yes.
yes. Yeah. And then obviously you have the game against the Broncos where you're going up against Jason Statham in a blizzard.
Yeah. You played the beekeeper.
Yeah, and not to mention you had the easiest schedule in football. Now, I say all this, meaning that who cares? You play who's in front of you.
And
You
that's,
still got to win the game.
You got to win them, right? And
As Herbert said, you play to win the game.
You play to win the game.
So I'm not going to dog him for that because what's the point?
Yeah.
You still got to win the game. And yeah, is it slightly easier? Did they have a slightly easier road than other teams? Yep, sure did.
Yeah. If you were to look at the overall records of the teams they played,
not great.
And the obviously it's not the best.
Nope.
But again, you play who's in front of you.
Yep.
And at this point in time, they've won the games they needed to win to now be in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So
credit to them. And with a quarterback who frankly has not played that well during the playoffs, if you look at his numbers.
no,
they are not great.
I agree with you. He played amazing in the regular season.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
I don't
Arguably
almost a
MVP
preseason.
level because I
Yes.
can still see him winning it. I don't think he's going to.
I think it's Stafford's to take
I
home, but
agree.
you're right. It was a two quarterback race.
Yeah.
Right now we have the two teams in the bowl super
Yes, get it right.
in the
I don't
bowl
wanna get sued.
super that
They almost got sued once. I don't want to get sued.
yeah
again.
I don't want to take another chance at a lawsuit. The bowl super is the two quarterbacks who we said were in the race for MVP, and I don't think that's a coincidence, honestly.
No, I don't either. So we move on from that game, but I do want to go off this topic slightly, and I do want to talk about the Pro Bowl a little bit, or what the corpse of the Pro Bowl is.
I'm just gonna mute my mic.
I mean, shouldn't you be happy? Your starting quarterback is a Pro Bowler. Aren't you happy about that?
No, no, no.
When I put it in the
No.
group text, I'm like, if anybody had any question to if the Pro Bowl was dead or meaningless, this just did it.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know what to say to this because it's one of the dumbest fucking things I've seen in a long time in sports.
Like,
One of the dumbest.
oh yeah, like wait a minute, Trevor Lawrence is sitting right there, and that dude's not a Pro Bowler, but Shador is a Pro Bowl. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. That just basically means like if see now when you go through your career, right, and you have he made 7-8 Pro Bowls. What does that mean now? For as from basically this moment on,
Honestly,
what does that mean?
It means nothing.
It doesn't.
At this point in time, it means nothing because Shedeur Sanders,
Yeah.
really a Pro Bowler.
They'll be like, well, he was a Pro Bowler.
But
What does again? Dan?
okay,
What does that mean?
great.
Doesn't mean anything.
This is so absurd. I can't even put into
It is.
words how absurd it is.
It's crazy.
Nothing about his season. He
No.
only played half of a season as it is.
Yeah.
If that,
His numbers
not good.
not good. Not Pro Bowl.
Not was
not even Pro Bowl games worthy.
no. was the criteria just, hey, is there anybody breathing that wears a quarterback jersey throughout the season? Anybody? Can you, if you breathe and you're a quarterback, we'll take you in the Pro Bowl.
I feel like that's where they got to, and that's what it was.
That's the only thing it could be based on what he put up over the season.
Yeah,
It's insane.
it is. It's very insane. So I wanted to touch on that really quick before we moved on to the actual Bowl Super coming up here on Sunday.
It's an absolute fucking joke, honestly.
Yes, 100%. It's not a joke.
Yeah, Jason Stiller from Flagstar Bank.
That is correct.
He's the exact opposite of a joke.
That's true. If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time home buyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, and MLS number 27546. There you go. All right. So now we dig into the Bowl Super. What are you looking at in this game? Like, what intrigues you about this game?
Honestly, the defenses on both sides.
Okay.
For me, if I'm looking at this game right now, I think the winner of this game is going to be the team that can score the most points. I'm fucking around with you. Because I hate all that stuff when they do that.
Dynamite analysis.
I know. I just want to see what reaction you give me, because that's the type of analysis we get on
100%.
these big shows right now. It's like, well, I think the team who scores the most points is going to end up winning, and
Or
it's like
it comes down to like a
thanks.
special teams play. Or
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
No, but I think the defenses are really going to tell the tale. If I'm going to be serious about it, defense will tell the tale. Whichever defense makes the errors, will end up losing. Right? I don't think this is going to be an offensive battle. I think it's relying on the defenses, and whatever defense falters the most, that team will end up not being the winner of this game. Truthfully, the way I look at both of these teams, not that their offenses aren't good, they are. They are, but I think both defenses are good enough to stop the other team. I think there's a lot of people on the Seattle bandwagon right now. A lot of people are on the Seattle side of this, and for me, I guess it's just a feeling I have. But for me, I'm taking New England.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm actually leaning toward New England as well. Again, I think there's just something there. I don't know why, but there is. I think this comes down to a couple things for me. One, I think whatever team can actually get to the quarterback more is obviously, to me, has the advantage. And there's going to be like one key huge play in this game, and I think whomever makes that one huge play, I think is going to end up winning this game. I think it's going to be very close.
Yeah,
I can see like a 24-21 game, something like that.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you,
these type of defenses.
I'll be honest with you, my for Super Bowls, my picks are usually higher, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you for this one, it could be a 17-13 game. It could be a 13-10 game, honestly. Both offenses have been very good, but both defenses in this game are really fucking good.
I mean, I think whatever team can get pressure without having to blitz,
Yeah.
I think is going to be huge in this game. And I think, honestly, I think both teams can do that. It's just whatever team is more effective at doing that, I think is.
And I'm going to take yours a step further. I'll be honest with you. I agree with that assessment. If there's going to be one big play and whoever can make it, I think that big play is a big play that comes on defense. Whichever team's defense makes that big play,
Like a
that
pick
big
six or something
that
like
big
that,
turnover, a fumble recovery for a touchdown, like a pick six, like you said, something like that in this game. I see the possibility in this game where the defense turns the tide for one of these teams by making a big play.
Like, just the one thing I do not want to see is the officials having any effect on this game.
We can only hope and pray.
I feel like it happens every year. There's like one call that like just overshadows the entire game, and you're just focused on that one thing. Like, how did it affect this game, and who did it screw?
Right.
Right. And I don't want that. Just let these guys play, man. They're there. They've been playing for 18 weeks, killing themselves to get to this point, and then you want to be the guy that makes it all about you. You know? Like,
Yeah.
don't be that guy, man. Like, the best officials are ones you have no idea who they are.
Yep.
You know? I just let them play, man. You know, and
I
if you're going to
couldn't-
call it one way, like
Yeah.
at the beginning of the game, call it the same way in the fourth quarter.
Keep it that way the entire game.
Like
Be
if you're
consistent.
Gonna, like if you're gonna let the DBs and the wide receivers, you know, jab each other, cool, man. Like just call it the same way the entire game.
Be consistent.
Be
You have to be.
consistent, absolutely. But I'm looking forward to a good game, so we'll see how that goes. You got anything else on the Super Bowl?
Nope.
No.
The Bowl Super.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You're gonna
Sorry,
get us,
Roger.
You're gonna get us sued.
Sorry, Roger.
Don't get us sued. Hey, Roger. Even if you sue us, we don't have anything.
We don't have any money, so don't.
We don't have anything. So, just don't. We're sorry.
Yes. All right. So obviously, you know, with 2 weeks between the Super Bowl, there tends to be a lot of head coaching vacancies after an NFL season, right?
What?
I know, right? And so they tend to get hired.
There was 10 this year, right? I think there was 10 openings.
I
this
believe
year.
there was 10 openings this year, and two of them have not been filled yet, technically. Like I know the Raiders are probably going to get Kubiak from Seattle.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm going.
What was the other one?
Yeah, so it looks like. So I'm looking here. It looks like Kubiak was.
Yeah, I say he's probably going to go to the Raiders.
Yeah, I think he did. I think it's official.
Oh, it's
from
official?
what I'm reading here, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. So I mean, do you want me? Do you have a list? I have a list right here. We can go down.
I do actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Like-
I want to start with your team,
Okay.
the Brownies. Thoughts?
Yeah. Not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan. I hope I'm wrong. I don't see Todd Monken as head coach material. I don't see how he brings to the table what the Browns really need, and that's somewhat of a culture change and just a new path, a new direction. Like I just don't see it. To me, it's another coach that's not really going to work out to be a head coach. He's really good at what he does, but should stay there. And in all honesty, I think they just took what they could get at this point because there were so many people that turned down the job because of what a shit show organization they are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a clusterfuck there, dude. I mean, it's a back alley abortion at that place.
It is.
And they had countless number of people turn them down and just say no. We're taking our name out of the running.
Can you blame him?
Not one bit.
Like
Not one bit.
Like I know there's only 32 of these jobs. I get it, but it's like
Yeah, but if you're writing your own death sentence,
you kind of are.
You know what I mean? If you're yeah, I'm sure you want a head coaching job. Great. And Todd Monken got it. Congratulations, man. I don't think you're cut out for the job, but I think it was you because there was no other options than you.
Right.
And the other options they had kind of just went bye-bye and said, "No, we're good, thanks."
All right. So we take that, and then we go take the coach, your former coach, and he goes to Atlanta.
Yes. So I don't dislike that for Atlanta. I don't know if Stefanski now he's won 2 Coach of the Year, right? Awards.
Which is wild to me.
Which is crazy, right?
Yep.
The way I look at this is I would probably grade him and the Atlanta Falcons taking the Atlanta Falcons job as like 2 or 3 in this whole hiring process.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got a really good offensive mind. I don't think he showed it in Cleveland because they didn't have much offensively for him to show it with. I think some of the drafting while he was there was not ideal, and getting saddled with Deshaun Watson was not ideal. There was a lot of things that went wrong with that offense.
Wait, that didn't work out?
Yeah, not one bit. It just completely did not work out.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know. I know it's a shocker too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think listen, I think that offense is going to be really good with him getting in there and getting a hold of it. I'm not necessarily sure he's truly head coach material, but if he can pull it together, and he is, because maybe it was just the Cleveland Browns why he wasn't a good head coach in a lot of times.
The Browns Browning.
Yeah, the Browns Browning.
Yeah.
But I think offensively, he definitely is a win for that organization there with what they have.
Now, I did come across something that said that it's not guaranteed that Penix will be the starter next year.
I mean, I don't think he's done anything to guarantee himself a starting quarterback position. And Stefanski worked with Cousins before in Minnesota. So.
I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but I do think you're right that I think he'll be able to expand a little bit in Atlanta than how conservative I guess he was in Cleveland. So we'll see how that pans out. Baltimore, they hired Jesse Minter, which I told you they were going to.
Yeah.
It's like if they get their way, it's going to be Jesse Minter, and obviously that's what happened. I like it because he's kind of in that mold
Yep.
of McDonald. So it's like, okay. You know,
I love it for them, honestly. It bothers me that they're in the same division as Cleveland, and they got to me they won the coaching hires, honestly.
Baltimore?
Yeah. I think he fits that organization. He fits what they want to do. And we say it all the time with players that they draft. You know, that's definitely a Steeler. That's definitely a Pittsburgh guy. Or, it's definitely a Raven. It's definitely a Baltimore guy.
Yeah.
He's definitely a Baltimore guy.
Right.
This is one where you saw that coming.
Now, like we talked about a few shows ago, I think that the definition of what that is slightly changing, evolving.
Yeah.
And I don't think they know exactly what that is anymore.
Yeah.
You like when it used to be like you saw it, you knew it immediately.
Yeah.
Right. And now you're like, is this for the new version of this or what? We'll
Right.
see. I do think it's a good hire.
Yeah, well, and by all accounts, Minter was the like the crown jewel, the sought after coach, right? He was the guy that he was the guy that I think he was the only person that had been requested by every single team that had a vacancy to interview.
Was that right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Moving on to Tennessee, they hire Robert Saleh.
I like that one.
I do too. I think his second go around will be significantly better than his first.
Could not agree with you more on that one.
I think he actually has a quarterback to work with now, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I just think it's a solid hire. I think this is like a no bullshit guy.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna. This is a franchise that flat out needed after Vrabel left. I think they kind of fell into like a kind of a malaise a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think Saleh's going to come in there with a culture shock, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think that's
But
good.
and he's a culture guy to me.
Yes,
And in
yeah.
all honesty, that I wanted the Browns to go after him.
No.
I love the guy's attitude. I think he will be a good head coach. I think he gets a bad rep from the Jets job. But how bad is it these days to be a Jets fan, bro? You know what I mean? Like, you've got Sam Darnold taking Seattle to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, and Saleh's getting a second go around at Tennessee. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. He's going to succeed there, even if it's moderately. And Jets fans are going to be like, "What the fuck?"
Told you, man. That franchise should be relegated to Canada, like flat out. It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst franchises in sports, not just the NFL, in sports.
Yeah.
Speaking of one of the worst franchises in sports, the Raiders. Clint Kubiak.
The Raiders.
Now, I tend to take this one with a grain of salt, I guess, because I feel like Clint Kubiak's like kind of like the flavor of the week.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's the hot name.
He's the hot name because he's the offensive coordinator for Seattle.
Right.
Right. So, like you got Sam Darnold. You've got Jackson Smith and Jigba had a career year.
He did.
You've got the two running backs, Charbonnet and Walker, who had really good years together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. He's the popular name right now.
Yeah, but with that franchise, it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't, like, they're obviously going to draft Mendoza, number one.
Yeah, I think they have to.
I think they kind of have to, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. are you going to get the time to actually do what they brought you in to do? I don't see it. I just don't, because that franchise it's a dumpster fire. It's fucking terrible. Bills, Joe Brady, they hired within, of course. Not even remotely surprised by that. I'll say this: I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm kind of like cautiously optimistic, I guess. What I do like is who they hired as DC, Jim Leonard. I love that hire. And that's kind of what I was on the fence about. I'm like, okay, you hired Joe Brady, hired from within, which, again, not even remotely surprised by that.
No.
But I was kind of on the fence about it. I'm like, well, let's see who he hires as DC, because that's been the biggest issue for this team for the past 6-7 years, whatever. And they hired Jim Leonard. I'm like, okay, now we're working with something here. Now this is something I can get behind. What I don't like is that Joe Brady's going to be the OC as well. They hired an OC, but he's going to be calling the plays, which I'm just kind of like, I don't like that.
Well, and here's the one question I have for this, and it's kind of the same. It's so they got rid of McDermott because he couldn't get them past that point.
Yeah.
And then you hire the offensive coordinator that was there on the team that also couldn't get them past that point. My personal opinion on this one is hiring from within was the wrong way to do it. I don't like that decision myself. The Jim Leonard as defense coordinator, yes, love it.
Yep.
I think it's great. I question the internal promotion based on you wanted to change thing. He's been there along with McDermott. You didn't like where the team ended up in those seasons with McDermott at this point, which is why you got rid of him. You promoted a guy who's been there through that, with that.
Yeah.
So I question that part of it.
I do too. I've been hearing a lot of stuff coming out of Buffalo that there was a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. Players and coaches. It wasn't kumbaya.
Yeah. Cats and dogs living together.
Right. So I think he'll have a slightly different voice, and I think he'll have more of a. He's going to have a different mentality than Sean McDermott, I think.
Gotcha.
Which is great, Like, as long as it's not so fucking conservative, all right, man.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
And if that's the case, then great.
Do what you got to do.
Like I said, that's the only reason I question it. You wanted to change it because it hadn't succeeded with the current regime, and then you promoted from within from the current regime. Just not really.
And that's why I was just like,
yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys even interview anybody else?
Right. Yeah, right. Like, did you hold interviews, or did you just go, "Hey, Joe, you want it?"
and not to mention, you fire Sean McDermott, so you wanted to start anew, right? And you're moving into a new stadium this coming season. Just start new, start fresh, everything fresh. Nah, we're not gonna do that.
No, we're gonna. Hey, buddy, do you want it or not?
Hey, guy that should have been fired, you're getting promoted.
Right.
Another guy, hey, you who should have been fired,
you're getting promoted.
Oh, cool. So I fail upwards?
One guy took the fall for everybody,
Right.
And the other people took promotions out of it. It make sense to me there, but
this is basically, to me, this comes down to what they do in the draft and in free agency. Like, you have to hit on your draft picks now. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't have another Keon Coleman. You can't. You flat out can't. You have to. Whether you draft for defense, which I think they should do, and then if you want to go make a big splash, maybe make a trade or sign like a legit wide receiver in free agency, I'm cool with that too. But you got to hit on this stuff now. You have to, because Josh Allen, he ain't getting any younger. He's about to hit 30, man. There's only so much time he has left until he's not Josh Allen anymore. Now, I'm not saying he had the greatest last playoff game, because it wasn't by any means, but he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And you got to do something with that so it doesn't get to the point where he can't do it anymore. Anyways, moving on to the New York Giants, and they hired John Harbaugh. Do you think he was mad, that he took the Giants job before the Bills came open?
Yes. I do. Do you?
I do, absolutely, because he's like,
Yeah.
well, oh shit, I got Jackson Dart, who is a walking concussion, or Josh Allen. Damn it! Because Jackson Dart, I think, is going to be out of the league in like the next 2 years. This is the way he plays.
I was gonna say if he doesn't change a little bit, right?
He has to.
I think he has every bit the potential to be a really, really good starting quarterback in the NFL.
I agree.
When they
wholeheartedly.
drafted him, I was all about it. I'm like, man, that's a great pick. I love that pick.
Right.
He does need to learn how to slide,
Get out of bounds, man.
how to duck out of bounds.
Yes.
Save your noggin, man. Save your noggin.
Yeah. I mean,
Take it from Tua.
Yeah. Yes.
Take it from Tua, who says, save your noggin.
Oh my God, that's a whole other situation right there.
Yeah, I love the Jim Harbaugh hire there, though. I think it's
I do too.
I think it's a smart one for the Giants.
I think it's going to be another culture type hire. So yeah, I'm
I think
I'm good with it.
I think he's scrambling a little bit now that Monken is not taking the job with him, not going with him, and taking the Cleveland job. But I still think that's a really, really good hire for the Giants.
I would agree. Steelers, Mike McCarthy. So basically, it's just a white Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
Nice work, guys.
a fat white Mike Tomlin.
That's
Yeah.
really what. Yes, you basically just hired Mike Tomlin, only white.
You got the what the Wayfair version of Andy Reid,
yeah, the Temu version.
the Temu version of You got
Honestly, yeah.
You got the the Great American version, or the whatever Walmart sells, right?
To me, I if I'm a Steelers fan, I hate this hire. I absolutely despise it.
I wouldn't be happy with it either.
I'm like, you basically just hired the same fucking guy. Like,
Pretty much.
If you're gonna do that, just keep Tomlin.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing here? And obviously, the Steelers, have this reputation of like, if they have what 3 coaches in the past like 60 years
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Yeah, that's. I think he'll be gone within. I don't think it makes it to 5 years. There, I don't.
No.
Especially if they don't draft a quarterback, because
What are you Wait, you're talking McCarthy last 5 years there?
I don't think he'll.
Oh,
last 5
fuck,
years.
no.
No,
No.
I think it'll be 3 max.
Shit, he could be one and done. I'll be honest with you.
Well, because it looks like they're bringing Rodgers back, I guess. Which
Okay.
great,
Yeah,
cool,
I mean,
man.
yeah.
I'm
great.
sure that'll work out really well.
Looking forward to seeing that.
But that's the thing, you guys. They have to draft a legitimate quarterback.
You have to.
And
I mean, if you don't, I think you're absurd at this point. I mean, the dude is nearly 50 at
He's
this
nearly
point.
50, and he doesn't like getting hit. Like,
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I'm almost 50, and I would hate getting
Well,
hit.
yes.
So I get it at that point. But like,
but it affects your play.
if you're a quarterback in the NFL,
Yeah.
you can't be afraid to take a hit.
It affects your play, man. It really does. Like you're giving up on plays because you don't want to get hit. That's a problem.
Yes.
Moving on to, we already talked about your Brownies.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Dolphins.
Anyway.
Okay. Jeff Halfley.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No, I'm with you.
Nope.
That team has a legitimate chance to pick number 1 overall this next year.
Yes.
And I frankly wouldn't be shocked to see it. Like, do they still have Tua, or they let him go? Is he still going to be the quarterback?
They haven't said.
Good Lord. That is a disaster down there. Holy shit, man. Oof. I don't know, man. That's not good. Again, if I'm a Dolphins fan, not happy whatsoever. And I guess even more upset if I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. Mike LaFleur.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that one,
But he's on McVay's coaching tree.
yeah, I know, and he's Matt LaFleur's brother, right? I mean, that
should be a red
he's
flag
got-
right there.
He's got pedigree in the league, right? Yeah, but
That should be a red flag right there.
yeah, I don't see that one playing out very well. But again, I could be wrong, and a lot of it comes down to what the team is too. It's not necessarily all on him why I don't see it working out, but
Well, you know who always works out?
yeah, the Joe Wright group.
That's right. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Now's the time to take. Oh my god, I totally fucked this up. This is the worst one I've ever done. It happens.
Hey,
Let's try this again.
shit happens.
It does. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now's the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 3 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, and Shane Wilson a call today at 248-535-4750 to fulfill all of your real estate needs.
It's not his fault he can't read.
Got that right. I'm glad you can edit this. That was bad. Well, that's the first one I fucked up in a while.
That's
so.
all right. Shit happens,
It
man.
does. Yes, it does.
They can't all be winners.
They cannot all be winners. All right. So moving on from the NFL talk, unless you had something more NFL you want to get
No.
into. No? Okay.
Nope. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl a little more later when we talk about the picks, but no.
Yes.
We got nothing else to say about it, really.
No.
I'm sorry, Bowl Super.
Oh, Bowl Super. Yeah.
Sorry,
dude.
Roger.
Gonna get us sued, man.
Roger, sorry.
I do want to talk about the Olympics really quick coming up, specifically the men's hockey tournament, because I know everybody's expecting it to be like the Four Nations, which was amazing. It's arguably the best hockey ever played during that tournament. Guys, got to warn you, this tournament's going to be completely different. It's going to be completely different than the Four Nations. With these referees, the IIHF rules, which are different from NHL rules, there's going to be no fights. Hard hits, big hits, questionable hits. You're probably going to get booted from the game. Don't get me wrong. The skill on, 5 or 6 of these teams is outstanding, and everybody's picking like the USA or Canada to win the gold. I will look out for Sweden. Sweden, specifically, if they can get some of their injured guys there, it's gonna be a team to watch out for. And then the Czechs with their goalie and Lucas Dostal. I heard this the other day on a podcast I was listening to, that he's going to steal a game from one of these big boys. I do not disagree with that one bit. I think he is going to steal the game from one of these big boys. He's that good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just as if you're looking for like the type of hockey that was played at the Four Nations, I mean, you'll get it to a degree just with the simple skill on the ice. But it's not gonna be rough and tumble like it was between the USA and Canada. It's just that's not the game that's gonna be played here. It's
Yeah.
gonna be European skill, speed, etc. You're not gonna get huge hits. You're not gonna get fights or anything like that. Like I said, you're gonna see a hit that you're like, man, that's a great hit, and the guy's gonna get like 5 minutes for it,
Yeah.
which is this happened in the World Juniors. I think it was like Latvia versus Canada. Latvia guy, one of the cleanest hits I've ever seen. Smokes him into the boards. Clean hit, shoulder, chest, whatever. Dude got 5 minutes for it. I was like, are you like, if this shit happens at the Olympics,
Right.
That's a disgrace. Now, with that said, these aren't going to be all IIHF referees. They are sending some NHL referees over there. So I'm hoping that these NHL guys will kind of like take the IIHF rulebook as more of a outline, right? And just kind of call it the way they would call like an NHL game,
Yeah.
and just kind of do their own thing. I hope that's what happens. I don't necessarily think that will happen, but we shall see. And not to mention the ice surface that these guys are playing on is smaller than the NHL rink,
Yes.
which is going to be fascinating. I'm curious to see how it's going to work. You're going to see like Connor McDavid just blowing through the neutral zone in like 2 strides, which is going to be like, okay.
Well, there's that.
Right. So I look at this tournament and how it sets up. Obviously, you got Canada. That might be the greatest forward talent ever assembled. Like, flat out. The only team I think could match it was the 87 Canada Cup team. Team Canada. That team was straight up loaded as well. So I think Canada has... I'm not going to say by far the best forward group going there, but it's a level above everybody else. And you take a look at defense. I think it's very close between the USA's defense and Sweden's defense. I'll take USA's defensively because I think it's healthier going into this tournament. And I've listened to a bunch of podcasts, obviously breaking down this whole thing, and I've heard the term. This is one of the best defenses ever assembled, other than like the 2010 Team Canada. That defense was stupid good. But USA's defense, and I think USA has the edge in goal over pretty much every country. Now, I know you can only play like one guy at a time, but it's like, all right, so say Hellebuck does what Hellebuck does in big games and fails. Oh, hey, we got Jake Ottinger. He's pretty good. Oh, wait, we got Jimmy Swim. He's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Now you look at Canada's goaltending, and you're like, okay, you're bringing Jordan Binnington, who has just been flat out awful this year with the Blues. Now, I'm not pinning that all on him because the Blues in front of him are a disaster. But that dude in big games, like you looked at him in the Four Nations last year, especially in the gold medal game, especially in overtime, was outstanding. And then when the Blues made the run to the Stanley Cup in 2019, dude was outstanding. So that dude shows up when the chips are down. So, and I know Canada's like, okay, he did this for us. We have to at least bring him, and he's probably going to start the first game against the Czechs. Okay, so you got a little bit of a leash there. If he's terrible, all right, we'll go to our backup, which is, I believe, Logan Thompson he plays for the Caps, who is one of the better goaltenders in the league. That's the one thing though with Canada. Man, their goaltending shaky. Their defense is good. It's not as good as it normally is. It's good, but it's definitely not as good as it normally is. And then I look at the U.S. team and some of the dudes that they brought and some of the dudes that they left off the roster. Like, you brought JT Miller. Are you fucking kidding me? That dude sucks. He's not good. He's a cancer in the locker room. No idea why you brought him. Same thing with Vincent Trocheck. Seriously? So you're going to leave two of the highest scoring American players in the league in Cole Caulfield and Jason Robertson at home? Really? That's what you want to do? Especially when these overtimes are 3-on-3, which is absurd that it's 3-on-3. Like, just incredibly dumb. And especially Cole Caulfield, who he just scores clutch goals. That's what he does. But no, let's bring these two senior citizens in JT Miller and Vincent Trocheck. Solid call, Bill. Good job, buddy. That, to me, that is what it's going to cost you a gold medal. Flat out. Is those two picks. I'm picking Canada to win the whole thing. I think they're going to beat Sweden in the gold medal game. I think the USA is going to win bronze.
So while you're sitting here talking, I'm looking at some stuff, right?
Yes.
So technically, the Olympics go from the 6th to the 22nd, right? Why do I already see that they're having events
Are they really?
on the 4th and the 5th?
Yeah, I think the women's hockey tournament starts like tomorrow.
Men's downhill is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Curling tomorrow.
Yeah, baby. Gotta love this
Thursday. I mean, yeah. So you got curling, you got downhill, you got luge and curling.
Yeah.
And then you've got Thursday. You've got curling, downhill.
Yep.
You've got hockey that starts.
Yeah, the women's tournament
5th.
starts. Yeah.
Like, and then the opening ceremonies are Friday. Like, I'm looking at this going, how does that? It says it's from the 6th to the 22nd, but they actually start on the 4th.
Yeah.
But they just don't say that.
No.
And the opening ceremonies are on the 6th.
Yep.
Can you make it make sense?
I think they do this at like every Olympics, even the
Do
summer.
they?
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember this happening. I'm like, can you make it make sense?
I don't understand it either,
Okay.
but it is a thing that happens. I think, like I said, I think it happens at pretty much every Olympics, whether it be summer or winter.
Why can't they just say it starts on the 4th then?
I don't know.
Because it does.
Talk to the IOC, man. I don't know.
I just have a problem with the fact we're saying it starts on the 6th.
You know what?
And
You
it
know
doesn't.
What? Email the IOC and let
I'm
them know your
fucking
feelings.
gonna,
You
actually.
should absolutely do that, 100%. Now, speaking of Olympics and USA, did you watch that documentary on Netflix yet? The Boys of 80?
No.
I highly recommend it. We watched it. I think we watched it Friday or Saturday night.
Okay.
And now I've seen a bunch of stuff on the 80 men's hockey team.
I was gonna say, I think that maybe that's why I haven't watched it yet. Is I've sat down to watch some things and I've chosen not to, for the simple fact that I have seen so many things over the years about the 80 Olympics team that I'm like, I think I've seen it.
I was kind of in the same boat, but I'm just so fascinated by that. But this one is better than any of them that I've seen.
Gotcha.
Because it
Okay.
shows a lot of stuff that has never been seen before.
Again.
No, like there's like a lot of behind the scenes
I
shit
know,
that
I'm
has
kidding
never
with
been
you.
seen before.
That's the
And
most.
they
That's
brought-
the most infamous thing that everybody remembers from that.
Right,
is
and they
it
brought
good?
back a lot of the guys from the actual game to actually
Gotcha.
like they were watching the documentary as the documentary was like going on. It was really cool how they did it. So I do recommend it if you get a chance to watch it. Watch it. It was really well done, and I'm very skeptical about Netflix shit
Okay.
like documentaries.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with this one, like a really good job with this
I'll
one.
have to watch it eventually.
I
then.
highly recommend watching it. It was really good. But anyways,
Oh, so Alicia says Eric said sorry he didn't get his picks in, but said Seattle. Then I don't know. LOL. So I'm not sure whether he is picking Seattle or not.
Alicia, who are you picking?
Yeah. What's your pick, Alicia? Then she also says I also Googled it and it says to accommodate their long tournaments, they don't have enough time within the 2 weeks to complete everything.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
It does, but then say the Olympics start on the 4th then, because that's when they fucking start. I can't. I'm just you're not gonna. I get it. You need extra time, so the Olympics are from the 4th to the 22nd, not from the 6th to the 22nd.
Well, it's just like sporting events. It says it starts at 7:05. Does it ever start at 7:05?
No, but they don't also tell you that it's going to start at 7:30 and then start it at 7.
That's true.
Like if you told me a game was starting at 7:30 and I showed up for a game at 7:30 and you said, "Well, we started it a half an hour ago," I'd be a little fucking pissed.
Like football is like the only one that actually starts at the time it says it's going to start, right?
Yes, because
says
it's
1 o'clock.
usually it's 101
Kickoff.
or 102
Yeah.
is the kickoff.
It's not like
and then,
kickoff's at 1 o'clock and then it's like 1:10.
yeah,
and they're still doing
pregame
doing
and all
bullshit,
yep.
which is I can't stand it. I hate it.
But like the Olympics, it starts on Friday,
Yeah.
the 6th.
Yeah. But
Well,
it's the 4th.
it kind of doesn't, but it actually starts on the 4th. But
It's
we're going to tell you it starts on the 6th. We're going to run these events. If you see them, great, because you found them.
It's a soft opening.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the Olympics.
It's a
The
soft
Olympics have
opening.
a soft opening.
It's a soft
okay.
opening.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like the amuse bouche. You know, it's like the hors d'oeuvre of the Olympics. They're like, we're going to give you
hors d'oeuvres.
the hors d'oeuvres, the horse d'oeuvres, the hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the appetizer of the Olympics. They're like, we're gonna give you a couple of the here's a little dabble for you. This will hold you over till Friday when we have the opening ceremony and the Olympics actually start. But they actually fucking started already.
It's like a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
It's like a adult lunchable.
Yes.
That's what I think they are. It's
Yeah.
adult lunchables.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here you go. Here's an adult lunchable for you.
It's-
Before we serve the main
It's a little
course.
sampling
Yeah,
for you.
before we
okay?
serve the main
You
course.
get a little taste of the Olympics before we actually start the Olympics.
Yes, Alicia, we would like your pick for the Super Bowl. Because you make the picks anyway, so
Yeah, well, they're yours, right? Seattle.
Seattle, there it is. I gotta put that in. Yeah. I gotta put
That's
that
the pick.
in. That's the pick. All right. Oh, you're on the thing, I can't do it. No, never mind. We're good. All right, we're good. Done.
Are we good?
Yep, done.
Okay.
All right. Moving on.
Nailed it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh, yeah.
What are we moving on to?
I want to talk Red Wings really quick.
Okay. I was gonna say, are we gonna talk more about how things don't start when they should, or start after, or
I
before?
mean, we can.
I don't know. Yeah. No. I'm just-
But no, I did want to talk about the Red Wings really quick. And their fans that freak out when they lost, like, they just had this little bump in the road where they lost a few, it's like, in one game they got flat out blown out by Colorado. And I see these fans just like, oh, this team sucks, and I knew it was, an aberration, blah, 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 they're not this good. Guys, relax. You have a good hockey team. You actually have goaltending for a change.
yeah.
And not to mention, like, this little wobble you went on, one of your best defensemen is hurt. And from what I read, there was a virus going around your team. It tends to happen, when your team's got a virus going around, they tend to look like they're skating in molasses. And that's kind of what happens. Relax, guys. You're fine. You're 2 points out of first overall in the Eastern Conference, and you're complaining that this is bullshit, whatever. All right. Relax.
Yeah, they had a skid. I mean, they lost, 3-1 against LA. They lost in overtime to Washington,
Yeah.
and they got blown out by
Yeah.
Colorado.
But the world was ending.
Right.
And then they just went to Colorado last night and beat them 2-0.
beat them 2-0. Yeah. I mean,
Like-
that's, to me, that's, that's one reason why I just fucking hate people. I think people overreact to everything these days. I think whether it's sports or anything, there's just so much overreaction that happens. And I know we joke about it all the time, right? Like, overreact. Week 1 overreaction, week 2 overreaction, right? But
overreaction Monday.
But it's the truth,
right,
man.
Dennis.
So many people overreact to fucking everything.
Yeah, they haven't lost back-to-back games in regulation since November 29th. But yet the sky is falling, Dennis. Sky's falling. Panic time. Panic in cough, cough, Hockey Town.
Panic in Hockey Town.
Yeah, it's like, guys.
So Dennis says they've done it in the past, too. They've held events before the opening ceremonies. I just think it's fucking stupid. Don't say the Olympics start on the 6th if they start on the 4th. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
They start on the 4th.
That's fair, man.
You can have the fucking ceremony whenever you want to. Say it starts on the 4th.
Yes, I think that's fair.
All right. I've beaten that dead horse.
All right. But yeah, that was kind of my rant on the Red Wings. Guys, they're fine. They're going to make the playoffs. You know, you're finally going to get playoff hockey at the Pizza Box. It'll be good.
RELAX.
Yes. Aaron Rodgers had something right with that.
Relax.
Yes. But that's a good hockey team. Now I'm curious to see what they do here at the trade deadline because I think they absolutely need another defenseman and probably another top 6 forward. If they can swing both, great. But if they can get one of those two,
at this point,
I think they'll really be in business.
At this point, I think anybody in Detroit that has any hope that any general manager for any of the teams or that any of the teams at all will make a big move or go all in on something are kidding themselves at this point. Prove me wrong, but there's no team in Detroit that has the balls to go all in on anything.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Alicia, you are correct. Jessica Campbell is the first female assistant coach in NHL history.
You on the Google machine there, Alicia?
for the Seattle Kraken.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like that. We've talked about this at some point during the show. How it's coming to where all these sports are going to start to have like female coaches, assistants, whatever. And of course, you'll get the tards on social media is like, what do you mean? Why we can't have females coaching our sports? I'm like, guys, if she knows what the fuck she's talking about, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, are you so that unmasculine that you can't handle it? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I think in my opinion, if she can't cook a good meal, she's got to find something to do, right? So
It's true. Yes.
She
She obviously can't drive. She's got to take Ubers to games, man.
I wasn't sure you were going to follow me down that path, bro.
Oh,
but
you
did not disappoint.
You led the way, brother.
You did not disappoint.
I wasn't letting you go down that road by yourself.
I appreciate that, man. That's
Oh, speaking of, did you watch that outdoor game on Sunday?
a little bit of it, yeah. So I saw the goalie fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the goalie fight.
Definitely need more of those.
Need more of those. I was a little disappointed that as soon as was it Swayman?
Yeah.
Went down to one knee, they automatically broke it up. I'm like, give him a chance to get back up, man. Come on.
I don't know, man.
Like,
Vasilevsky was whooping his ass.
He laid a couple of good ones on him. The fight didn't last long enough for me to really get excited about it, but I was pumped that goalies fought.
Swayman was definitely not expecting Vasilevsky to be a lefty.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to square up as if it was going to be righty on righty, and it was like,
oh, shit.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
But I thought that was a very fun hockey game. It turned out to be a fun hockey game. And I'm looking at it going, and I thought of this, and then I heard it again on a podcast today. Move the Winter Classic to that night, the week between the conference championship games and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
At this point, you almost have to, because everything around January 1st, January 2nd, it's
college.
It's college football. Even the NFL now, it's buried in that time period. But that's the perfect time to have it because there's nothing else going on.
Literally nothing.
Like you have the NBA. Who cares?
We didn't even do a show last week because we were just going to redo the show this week. There's
exactly.
not much to talk about
Right.
other than like the bowl super and the games that led up to that.
Right.
Like you're right. These 2 weeks in between here are prime.
Yep.
It's prime real estate.
This is exactly now where your Winter Classic should be.
Yeah.
Should be the week in between the conference championship games and the Super Bowl. Bowl Super, sorry.
Absolutely.
100%.
Sorry, Roger.
But Gary Bettman's not going to do that because he's
A dope.
a fucking dope. Yeah, I like that term. He's a dope. And he doesn't do anything that actually helps the game because he always wants to be the smartest dipshit in the room. But, like, people are talking about
Yeah,
that.
you might not be the dumbest person in the world, but if the dumbest person in the world dies, you're in trouble.
You're on deck, brother.
It's one of my favorite phrases
I like
ever
it.
said
It's
by
good.
anybody. I love that.
But, I mean, you had people that don't really even pay attention to watch hockey talking about that on social media. It's like, goalie fight? Yes, goalie fight. In an outdoor game?
Well, the funny thing was, I had seen it. I jumped off it. I was watching a few other things, but then
Yeah, in the middle of the day on a Saturday, Dennis.
he goes, "What do you mean nothing was on? We had the Royal Rumble." Yeah,
And yes, I know it was like 11 p.m. in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Well, here's an idea. Don't fucking have it in Saudi Arabia.
but here's another thing. You can't get that kind of big bank blood money from anywhere in the U.S., so you're gonna have to go over there and have it.
We'll get to it here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was flipping back and forth. I didn't see the goalie fight live, but when I saw your text, I instantly flipped back in
Yeah.
there and rewound it just to see it. And I wasn't far off from it. Was
Yeah.
watching right before that, so I rewound it, and it was good. It was fun, man. It was one of those things that got me excited. Those things get me excited about hockey. I miss that hockey. I miss that a lot. And what I loved is both goalies afterwards were laughing.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like,
that's cool.
it's part of hockey. It's part of what the game is and was. And you can have a fight like that and not just, fucking hate the person. You can just, it's a hockey fight.
And then I saw on Twitter, like, basically, like, right after it, of course, this dipshit, he writes for, I believe, the Hockey News. His name's Ken Campbell. Just basically poo-pooing the whole thing. He's like, this is a stupid fight. Why do we got to do that? I'm like, I didn't see anybody getting up out of their seats and leaving, dude. Like, the players were jacked up by it. The fans were jacked up by it.
Let me guess.
That you, like, you have the why do you have such an issue with it? For what? Why?
Let me guess. Oh, it's so violent. Violence is not good. Violence.
It was kind of the
So,
gist of it, yeah.
two guys out there who agree
Yep.
to throw a couple fists at each other out on the ice, and then literally when they get done, smile and laugh about it, go back to playing goalie.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with that?
Because especially that toward the end of the first period of that game, it was starting to get chippy, and then the second period it started to get real chippy. I'm like, we might get some shit here. Then when that whole thing happened around the net, and Swayman started getting it, I'm like,
Dude,
Bassy, get down there, let's go.
Dude, he basically swantoned on top of the guy and then started beating
was
him.
awesome.
And at that point in time, I'm looking at it, and of course, I already knew it was a goalie fight, right? So I saw that happen.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought, of course there's a goalie fight happening after this. You can't let the goalie do
Yeah.
that and not come down and defend your teammates as they've got a goalie down there literally jumping on them like they're a fucking sumo wrestler.
But of course, it's a bad thing for the league, and nobody wants to see it.
Everybody wants to see that.
Yep. Anyways, no, that was, and especially like their walk in. Like, did you see what they walked in? Like the teams.
I didn't know.
All right, so the Bruins players walked in like Patriot, like actually like War Patriot
Okay.
outfits. Which is like, okay, that's, I get it. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they walked in full on creamsicle Buccaneers jerseys.
Oh,
helmet
nice.
and everything, like
Really?
pads, everything, pants, everything.
I like that.
I'm like, that was pretty fucking cool. It was kind of funny to see Kucherov and Vasilevsky wearing this shit. And like, can I take this shit off? It was so comical. But I thought that was really cool. They did it up really, really well. It wasn't just like the jersey, the Buccaneers jersey. It was like, I mean, the full getup of a football player. I'm like, that's fucking cool, man. That was I thought that was really dope. So, anyways, we move on. Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, you can start. You can start
No,
off.
go ahead, man. Hit it.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull up trying to pull up the winners from it.
I'm not sure there were any winners from it.
So I mean, so that's the other thing. So I ended up buying ESPN streaming service for 1 month just because this was like the first pay-per-view in like the big ones that I really wanted to see.
Video of what?
The video of the hockey fights only as a sport was fun. No, I didn't see that.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
But let's this is the first big one I really wanted to watch that I cared about. And I haven't watched Raw, I haven't watched SmackDown, nothing. But I was like, this is a Royal Rumble, man.
And this one we usually get together for too.
Yeah, this one, WrestleMania,
Yeah.
Survivor Series, those are the ones we
SummerSlam,
end up getting.
to a degree, yeah.
Those are the ones we end up getting together for, and this was a big one. So I was like, all right, I want to see this, even though I haven't been keeping up on it. And I'll be honest with you, man, it kind of just solidified why I haven't been watching it recently.
Yep.
It was, and Dennis says Rumble is usually his favorite PLE, and I'm with you, Dennis. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I think Mania is still my favorite, but I love the War Games portion of Survivor Series now. I like that. And then Royal Rumble is always one of the gimmicky matches, right? And it was one of the big four, right? So, like, it's a draw. But, man, I was not impressed.
No, I was not impressed one bit.
Whoever did the lighting
Oof.
for those seats needs to fucking be fired.
That was really bad.
Like, I think they got wind of it halfway through because they ended up turning on like some lighting in the crowd so you could see people out there, because
It was
without
bad.
without that lighting into the crowd so you could see the people, it looked like it was an empty
It really did.
arena that they built in a month, and it just, the lighting on the seats made it look like nobody was in them. It was weird, man. It was, unless you saw it, you don't know what I'm talking about, and I can't really describe it, but it was really fucking strange.
It looked empty. Like the
it was a
entire-
very
yeah.
bad look. And the pay-per-view itself was mediocre, in my opinion.
I wouldn't even go mediocre. I thought it was bad.
I
Like,
did
thought it was flat
not.
out bad.
Yeah, I didn't care for it, man.
Like, I love, like, the day before the Rumble, Roman Reigns just basically rips creative.
Yeah,
Absolutely rips, and then he wins the Rumble. Okay, like, he's literally saying you guys don't create stars or anything like that, but then you have him win the Rumble. Oh, how about that?
yeah. But here's the thing: has wrestling been the same since Roman Reigns lost that title to Cody?
That's the problem.
And has been away.
That's the problem.
You're right. It hasn't been. He's right on everything he's
Oh,
saying.
I don't disagree with him.
And that's the whole thing is they have done, honestly, I think they've completely and utterly failed
Yeah.
at building anything after the Roman Reigns Cody thing. I think they failed. They failed with the bloodline storyline continuing. I think that could have still been a really good storyline. They failed miserably at that. I think they failed at telling every story they've tried to tell for the most part since that happened. I don't think they've had any compelling storylines. The only really compelling storyline has been the Vision with Seth Rollins, and even that has been flat.
Yeah. And a lot of it, to me, just goes to lazy booking.
A lot of that is the case.
It's lazy. It's just straight up lazy booking. Like, and I think a lot of it has to do with this Unreal or whatever on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think they did a complete disservice to the industry having that come out.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
Huh. Okay.
Because you see it in real time how lazy this booking is.
Well, and okay, so I agree with you there. I thought you meant like you shouldn't, like old school wrestlers don't want to show behind the curtain.
You can't
right?
do that anymore.
Right.
You can't.
Well, and that's I like the fact that they're actually pulling the curtain back and letting you kind of see it. I like that portion of it. But
Yeah.
you're right. In that show, you do kind of see the laziness of the, like, you get to experience it in real time as they're talking about it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, what kills me is, and I guess I never realized this is the case. I thought they had more long-term plans for storylines. They're literally creating storylines on the fly.
Yeah.
Right. And for me, I would want to do it as a movie, right? Where you have the vision already. No pun intended, right? And all right, let's get there. We have a place we want to get to with this storyline. Let's long play it and let's get there. We have a long-term storyline here. How can we long-term play it to get there? Where are the steps we're going to go with this?
Like they did with the Bloodline.
But it's literally on the fly. Well, no, I think literally they're talking about the show coming up and they're like, well, I think if we put this guy over, we're doing this, or if maybe we should do this, or maybe we should tweak this, maybe we should do this. You don't fucking know yet?
Yep.
You're literally just now deciding the day before the fucking show where you're going with this fucking plan? I think it's been a shit show.
And that's the really sad part of it is we all thought that once he took over creative, like, okay, this guy's been there, he's done it, he knows what he's doing, he knows what the fans want, etc.
There was early signs that it was going to be that way too,
right?
Though. Like there were early signs that made everybody be at the point where you're like, yeah, okay, I could see this going really well.
Right. And then it just went once it got to the point where TKO took it over.
Yeah.
It went completely downhill.
Yeah.
And now I don't want to put this all on El Baldo, but I think a lot of this
El Baldo?
Yeah. I think a lot of this has to do with TKO. I do.
Yeah.
Because they want to see a certain look as quote champion, right?
Well, and I think yeah, when you get too many people telling you what you should do in a company, that's when a company fails, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a bunch of people going, well, I think this and I think this, and again, you have people that are not really involved on the ground level making the decisions for where you need to go with things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that and then money.
Oh, I mean, obviously
has ruined a lot of it because they're doing bookings. They make bookings based on, all right, we're going to Saudi now, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, Saudi says we need to have this person there, so we need to give this person a match. No, man, no. Like, why? Why are you letting other people rule what you're going to do with your show?
Hey, Brandon, thank you for that link for called Boxing on Ice.
Huh.
I'll have to check it out after we get done with the show here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think when you start letting other people book your art, your television, your movies, whatever, you get too many voices in there, it runs it. Just runs it.
It does. It really does. It's just the product now. I don't want to say it's unwatchable, but it's not appointment television.
No.
At all.
No. I think it's a great way to put it, honestly. It's not that it's unwatchable. Like if I were to tune in now that the Bowl Super is going to be this weekend and I'm going to be without football, right? I'm going to be looking for something to watch. Because football football is my life during football season, other than like my kid and my work, but TV, it's football.
Well, because
now I might dive back in, but
like it used to be like the Raw after a PLE. Like it was like a must watch, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially one of the big 4 PLEs.
Could not have cared less.
I didn't even watch it. I have no idea.
The only thing I saw from it, I saw the promo with Punk and Reigns, which was actually really good.
See, I didn't see that either.
I saw it this morning. It was actually quite well done because those guys on the mic are.
I mean, they're
legit.
They're two of the best on the mic. Yeah.
So that was really good, but that's all I saw of Raw. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. And I only saw that on Twitter. That's the only reason why I saw it.
You saw more than I did.
Yeah.
And you're right. Normally I would have been like, yeah, I got to tune in. I got to see this.
Could not have cared less.
What am I happy that? So Dennis says I don't like them for making the women cover up.
Dennis, I'm with you on that one, brother.
Yeah, I mean I'm with you there too. I understand why they do it, but shit, there was a while where they wouldn't even let them perform over there.
Mm-hmm.
Now at least they let them perform just fully clothed or like covering everything up. But
like watching that women's rumble, oof, that was not.
There's a lot of botches in there.
It was not good. There was a lot of botches in that.
I will say that. I mean, I guess I'm personally happy Roman Reigns, is now going to fight for a title and get back involved a little more. Because maybe it will be more interesting now. Because again, it hasn't been very interesting since he's been gone.
No.
So it can't hurt.
No, I just think because apparently the WrestleMania after this one that's in Vegas is going to be back in Saudi, which was like, that's like the crowd for this was horrendous. except for there was a few
Right.
pops here and there, but for the most part, the crowd sucked. You gonna have that for WrestleMania? Really?
Yeah.
Yikes! That's gonna be terrible. You have a WrestleMania on in the middle of the freaking day too. Yeah.
I mean, I guess again,
The middle of the day on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Really?
I was gonna say, maybe we're short sighted on that though. Maybe they do have so many viewers that are outside the United States that they're not just
No, I'm
gearing it
sure
towards the
they
United
do.
States, but like, yeah, for us here in the U.S., it is kind of shitty. It's like, really, are you fucking serious? I mean, I didn't watch that live. I mean,
I did.
Ray had a swim practice.
Yeah.
And then we went and did some shopping, and then I got home, and then I did turn it on, and I caught up to it because in that case, I can fast forward some of it that is kind of boring.
Which a lot of it was.
I caught up to live at one point, but yeah, man, I wasn't pumped that it was on in the afternoon. I much would have rather had it be normal time.
Yes, I concur with that. Anyways, picks.
Yes. Before we get to the picks and picking who we think is going to win the Bowl Super, let's talk about where you should go to watch the Bowl Super. And that's Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township. They're one of the newest sports bars in Metro Detroit. They have an upscale sports bar, features over 40 craft beers on tap, handcrafted cocktails, and a delicious scratch-made food menu. And TVs literally everywhere for you to watch the big game. The comfortable feel, attentive staff, and fine dining food options make it a must-visit spot for sports fans and foodies alike. Whether you're watching the big game or just looking for a great meal, Tap and Barrel Grill has you covered. Visit them at 50055 Van Dyke Avenue in Shelby Township, or go to tapandbarrelgrill.com.
Well done.
Yeah. And now,
This segment is brought to you by
The Pick.
the Joe Wright Group.
It's time!
for the pick.
For the pick, this is the last pick we'll be making for a while, unless we start picking European soccer games, which I'm not against. I know you might be against it, but
I'm not against it. I'm just not for it.
well, we gotta keep it interesting during the off season. So I mean, we could pick European soccer games. What's wrong with that?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good.
I'll get them all wrong probably, but who knows?
All right,
I could get lucky.
but you might do really well.
You never know.
Just have ChatGPT pick it.
You know what? That's what I'll do.
There you go.
Mine will be all GPT
I love
picks.
it. All right, so the biggest game of the year, the Bowl Super between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Seattle laying 4.5. Joe, myself, and Frank took the Patriots. Eric/Alicia and Allison took the Seahawks.
If
That
we take
is
a
your
fucking
pick.
tight end, I quit!
And that is your pick. That's it.
All right.
Yes.
You got anything else you want to talk about today?
I don't think so.
All right. Give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider. Check out SOTDET.com. Click on shop, buy some stuff. We would greatly appreciate it. It supports the show. Also, click on our sponsors' logos. Give them a like, a share, and a follow as well. That's SOTDET.com. On behalf of Chris, I'm Joe. We are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye, have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No, 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 no!
Bye, buddy.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
And you were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I've ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys.